Hey everybody, this is your Sam, and I am here on the home page of my Canva. And today I wanted to show you how to do a logo and a YouTube channel banner. I had a little bit of difficulty with a YouTube channel banner, and I thought that I would do a video to try to help you out if you had some trouble with it as well. And maybe it will help somebody out there. I know there's probably a ton of tutorials out there to help people with YouTube channel banners, but I kind of wanted to do my own and show you how I made mine. With this, I'm going to show you how I created my logo. And as you can see, it's very simple. It has my YouTube channel icon on it, or profile picture, whatever you want to call it. It has my channel name on it and what I am. It's simple, it's quick, it's easy, and yeah, I will show you how to do that in just a moment. And I am also going to show you how to do a YouTube banner. This right here is my YouTube banner, and I'm also going to show you how to set it up and change it. But first things first, let's go back over here to the logo. And like I said, the logo is very simple. I just used a basic 500 by 500 pixel template and went from there. So when you go back to your Canva home page, as you can see, these three are what I've been using here most recently. And they're very good templates. I usually use the presentation template for all of my channel videos. And here's the logo, the 500 by 500. And I do a lot of my Instagram posts on Canva as well. I design them on here. Let's go back over here and pull up YouTube so I can show you something. Here is the banner that I created. It's nice and centered. I do probably need to move my logo down a little bit so that it's not cut off. I want to show you where you need to go in order to customize your channel. It's right here. Or if you want to kind of go the long way, or if for some odd reason this is not pulling up, go over here to your profile image, click on YouTube Studio, go down here to customization, click on branding, and here's all the things that you can change. Now this right here is what I use my logo for. I use it as a video watermark. And what that does is it puts it in the bottom right hand corner of every single video that you upload. You don't have to do anything to it. You don't have to change it. Nothing like that. You can do it at the end of your video. You can do a custom start time, like if you have your logo popped up on like the first 5 seconds of every video that you do, or you have a banner or something like I do, you can do a custom start time to put your watermark up. So if you play with anything over here, make sure that you go over here and hit the publish, because publish is going to pop up for you to be able to press if you do change anything. Let's go back over here to the home, and we're just going to go ahead and do another 500 by 500 logo. As you can see over here on the left, there are a ton of templates that you can use if you want, but I am going to show you what I did. All I did is I clicked right here on the square and it highlights the whole thing, and I went to colors. With Canva, you can save 3 brand colors that you use all the time. So these are the 3 colors that I use all the time. I use this dark purple more and the teal, and then my lettering is mostly white. And white is always going to be up here in default colors. So if your channel branding includes black or white, you don't have to worry about saving that. You can choose the other 3 colors that you like. For my logo, I used this darker purple right here. Then I went to uploads. Uploads, you can upload any kind of picture that you want off of your device, Facebook, Google Drive, Instagram, or Dropbox. And as you can see, I've already uploaded a bunch. You might recognize a lot of these images if you follow me on Instagram, or they have shown up on some of my YouTube stuff too. So with this, I'm going to go ahead and put my image on the bottom this time, just so that you can see the differences in how I have built it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to center it in the center line going up and down, and also in the center line of that box that pops up. Now the reason why Canva does this is sometimes there are some edges cut out. I'm going to go back over here and go to elements. Now elements is lines and shapes and featured things. You also have moving stickers and charts and grids that you can put in. I mean, the sky is the limit. You also have a search bar up here. And as you can see, I searched books. And this is what pops up. Now, anything that has this crown symbol on it is pro. You have to pay for it, or you have to have a pro membership to Canva. But there are a lot of free things, including the one that I used for my logo. I'm going to go ahead and move it up here and wait for that box to pop up, and I'm going to put it at the very top. And then come over here to text. Again, there are a lot of presets that you can choose from if you want. Me, I just go add a heading. And the more you use Canva, the more it's going to kind of save what you usually use. I use Questrial a lot, and that's what I'm going to put up here. And I'm going to type in writer Sam Wicker. And then I'm going to stretch it out to the edge here. And there we go. I'm also going to kind of move it down just a little bit. You kind of have to click off the text box after you've typed in order to be able to grab it and move it. You can tilt it too if you want, or you can resize it. If you resize the box, it's going to resize your font. If you don't like the size of that font, if you want it a little bit bigger and you want all of the words, you can go up here and hit decrease or increase, or you can even click on the number, and there are some presets that you can change it to if you want, or you can type in a number as well. I'm going to add a subheading. I'm going to move it on down here. I'm going to go ahead and change it to Allura, which is a pretty little cursive font. And I'm going to put writer, creative, and gamer on there. And I'm also going to make it just a little bit bigger. And there you have it. That is just a very simple logo. And if I want, I can go ahead and move this up just a little bit so that it is still within the box instead of down. That way there's not that much space in between everything. Kind of spread it out just a little bit to make it look a little bit more even. And like I said, you can change anything you want. You can make anything you want. You can go back over here to elements and you can add like a quill or something. Now, if there is anything that you want to change the colors of these shapes, go right up here to the color box and you can. You can change it to your brand colors, you can change it to white, you can change it to gray or something like that. And there are also document colors listed up here. Now, it won't necessarily pick up the colors in the other shapes, but it will pick up the colors that you have used in text or something like that. And you can change it to those colors. So yeah, that is how you do a quick and simple logo. Like I said, you can add just about anything to these guys. You can go back to your shapes. There are all kinds of lines that you can do, like if you want a little bit of a separation between your channel name and what you provide or what you are, you can always put a line in there, and you can change the color of it to one of your brand colors, and there's that. There's all kinds of things that you can do with Canva. Most of what I've learned with Canva is through trial and error. And one thing that I learned with Canva is that it saves your progress about every 6 or 7 seconds, kind of like Google Docs does. So you don't really have to worry about losing your work. Now, if you're happy with this design, you can go over here to your download and you can download it. You can change from PNG to JPEG, or you can change it to GIF or PDF. And what I do is I usually go with the suggested, but if I'm doing some kind of image, I usually always go PNG. And then you hit the download and you can save it to wherever you want to on your device. Now then, let's go ahead and go over here and do the banner. And as you can see, let's go over here. Let's open up the YouTube again. As you can see, the banner shows up very well on here. It's nice and centered, I think. There is a lot of open space over here, but I'm going to show you the reason why I have that. Go back over here to channel customization, and I'm going to go ahead and click on change, and I'm going to open it back up again so you can see this. YouTube has this banner system down to a T. You have the section that is viewable on the TV, which is this large square right here. It's 2048 pixels by 1152 pixels. And then you have what's viewable on desktop that we just saw, since I am on a desktop. And I don't have the pixels written down for it, but as you can see, this is what is viewable on desktop. And this right here is what is viewable on all devices. So that is why I have a ton of what you might call white space around, because I want this seen on every single device that people might pull my channel up on. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't put anything over here or all around. Just right now, this is all I want for my banner. I'm happy with this. Whenever I get published, I do have plans to put my books on either side and along the bottom or the top. If I have anything special going on, then I might change this banner and have something added on one side or the other, or something like that, like a little bit of information on that special event or that special month or something like that. Like if I'm doing pre-orders, then of course I'm going to have this somewhere, the pre-order information somewhere on this banner. So yeah, let's go back over here, and this is the banner that I have up right now on my YouTube channel. What I did with this is, since it is a custom dimension and I want to make sure that I did it correctly, I went over here to create a design, clicked on custom dimensions, and I put in the dimension for the entire banner. So 2048 by 1152 pixels, create new design. And as you can see, it shows up blank. Again, there are a ton of templates over here that you can choose from, that you can play with. I thought that this one was absolutely adorable and neat, and I thought that would be amazing for a gamer channel. But yeah, I digress. So let's go back to the blank. What I did is I went to backgrounds, and I went through all of these background templates. As you can see, there are a ton of them to choose from. There's this one, there's stairs, there's I've seen this one on some channels, which is really neat. I really wanted to use it, but like I said, I've seen it on some other channels, so I didn't really want to copy that in any way. But yeah, there's like waters and stuff. There's even like a half moon. There's water droplets. But as you can see, there's just a ton of free stuff. You don't have to go into the paid thing to get a good looking banner. Okay. The one I used is of course going to be up here in my recently used that I kind of buried because of all the clicking that I did But it is in here somewhere, guys, I promise you. It's kind of a glittery background. And what I did is I hit this color box and I changed it to one of my brand colors. I could have easily went with purple, which still looks really neat, but I still wanted kind of the teal background. The next thing I did is I went over here to elements and I chose a shape. So with this, when you stretch it, it shows up the width and the height whenever you go to adjust it. So what I did is I adjusted it to that inner block that shows up on all devices, which was 1235 in width, close enough, and 338 in height. Then I grabbed it and I put it smack in the center of this. So there you go. Next thing I did is I went back to my uploads and I chose my logo. And I moved it and adjusted it to the outside of this. And there we go. Now, the one that I have up on my channel is a little bit bigger than the box. So I might go ahead and change it to this logo that we're creating here. And I had something in mind for whenever I put in my text. So I'm going to go back over here. So I'm going to go do my equestrial, and I'm going to go over here and we're going to do 80 for now. Since I have my channel name over here, I'm not going to repeat it. I'm going to do something come first. Oops. There we go. So as you can see, 80 is way too big. So let's try 32. And of course it only does that one section that I had the cursor on. So 32 is going to be too small still, but I'm going to go ahead and size this within the box. That way I know what I'm doing. And I'm going to go hit enter right here and enter right here so everything looks centered and uniform. You can also change what alignment that you want it by clicking this right up here, and I want everything centered. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure that all the text is highlighted, and let's try 48. Let's go down to, let's do 46. 44 would be best, I do believe. And that is how I did my YouTube banner. Again, you can put all kinds of things all around here. Like if you have something special going on, maybe you want to use kind of like a sparkle font. And of course, this is only going to show up on the TV. Anything that is up above or down below this box. So if you have something special, I think as writers, we mostly view YouTube videos on our desktop. So I would put something over here or over here if you have like a special announcement. Like you have, let's say pre-order for I'm No Hero, and then of course you'd add a date and stuff like that. I don't really like this font, so I'm going to go to something that is a little bit more readable, and then I'm going to go and change the size again. Let's try 56, and I am going to tilt it, and then I can add in like a date or something if that ever comes to be, and add it on both sides here so that when somebody pulls it up on desktop, they see it on either side right here. And that could be a good way to do announcements. That can also be a good way to sell your books or shorts, or have links to your short stories. YouTube does have a nifty little section right here where there's links to your socials and blog or something like that. But if you have, say, a news story on Wattpad, you can always put like a little advertisement right here on either side. Just an idea kind of thing. But yeah, I hope that this was a little bit educational for you, and I hope that helps you create a YouTube banner and a logo. And yeah, let's go from there. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, which might not really happen, but if you want to see more videos about writing related things and things relating to my writing process, how I deal with depression and anxiety as a writer and creative, and things like that, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Again, I hope this helped. And as always, be kind to one another. Smile about something today. And keep writing and keep being creative. And I will see you next time.